Today, from Hard Rock Stadium in Miami, Florida, it's Week 8 of the NFL on EA Sports. As we'll see Tua Tagovailoa and the Miami Dolphins versus Justin Herbert and the Seattle Seahawks.
From beautiful South Florida, there's a look at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. Today we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here between the Seattle Seahawks and the Miami Dolphins. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. So here come the Dolphins now as they get set to take over on offense. They will be led out by the 6-foot lefty from Alabama. It's Tua Tagovailoa.
And he's certainly putting the...
Xavier Howard.
Together an MVP-type season, leading the league in both passing yards and touchdowns. Touchdown passes. There have not been too many defenses that have been able to stop him or even slow him down. So he's got his sights set on another big game right here.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll bring a tight end in motion left. Throwing to start here is Tua. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And it is incomplete. Good positioning there downfield to break that one up.
Fucking 74.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. Up the middle they go. Callahan. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. So this game, Charles, you know, we talk about potential unbeaten seasons a lot. It feels like every year at some point in the season we talk about that. But this is one of those games where if you're unbeaten, you got to be careful. You can't take this one too lightly.
You're exactly right about that. And
he's got a man complete. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. A big play there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Dolphins need just 3 plays to go down and take the early lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. So out come the Seahawks now for their first possession. And at quarterback from the University of Oregon, it's Justin Herbert.
And he is just absolutely marvelous to watch throw a football. That's something I could do all day long, watch him throw routes versus air. But he's even more impressive when there are bodies on the field, and he's creating with big throws downfield.
They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
That's into a crowd and intercepted. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown. But no surprise to see that one, partner. The league's #1 defense coming through with a huge pick 6.
And it's plays like that one that made them the most feared group to face this year. Offenses, they're trying to figure out how to work around them rather than work through them. Big-time impact playmakers scattered throughout the unit on every level, and they can change a game at a moment's notice.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and it's now 14-0. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. Seattle's offense coming back onto the field, ready for their second drive. In the midst of, well, let's just say a not-so-rosy losing streak. They've got the open week, though, coming up next weekend, so you have to figure this to be a game that they dearly love to have.
Oh, indeed. They have to have this one because that's something positive to take with you when you go away for a few days, and it actually releases your mind. If they lose this one, that mind stays cluttered the entire time they're away, and they've got to scramble to get back in sync when they start playing again.
Got his man complete over the middle. That's Hunt. Yeah, that's good for a gain of 6, and it's 2nd down.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Herbert. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Now it's Herbert. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Derek Brown in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
You've called plenty of games in your career. Do you believe in momentum, my man?
I do, and I think we're seeing it right here.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. The run that he's been on. How about that? 3 sacks in a game a week ago, and another one right here. Oh, he's feeling it in a big way.
A 46-yard punt, 4-yard return, and it'll be Dolphin football. So Miami coming out for their second drive. They've got things going their way early. 14-0 lead and the football. 1st and 10. Looking to pass. Tua. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Launches deep. A jump ball, and this is caught. It's a big play there for Miami. 59 yards.
That's a big-time pitch and catch right there, partner. I remember the days when quarterbacks would try this. They were holding their breath. But nowadays, They're counting on their receiver to be just a little bit better than the defensive back when it's one-on-one and the ball's in the air like that.
And he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Next to receivers, they'll spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. Well, they needed 2. They could only get 1. 4th down.
And one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times. And what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And the Dolphins are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
I don't care what he's listed in the program. Fullback, running back, tailback, it doesn't matter. He ran that play like a fullback. Just like the old days when we saw the fullback dive. How about it picking that one up?
Only needed a yard on 4th down. That's what he's there for, right?
Exactly. Line him up, short yardage situation, and say, here it is, big man. Go get it.
And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard.
Motherfuckers so fucking good.
Line. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Now they'll send a tight end in motion left. Davis Price fighting, but he won't get too far. Maybe a yard, that's all, down to the 2. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. They'll bring one of the tight ends in motion left. Davis Price again, and he is in. Touchdown, Miami. Ty Davis Price with his 17th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins take a 3-touchdown lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And it's now 21-0. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. Into a sea of defenders have intercepted. Tariq Woolen picks it, and the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
A run there on first down and a pretty good one of 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Seahawks 22. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. An effective 7-yard 3rd down conversion.
And while it didn't work very well on that play, defenders on 3rd and short know it's going to be a quick read. And really, the quarterback's just going to turn around and hand it off. So that way, you're able to diagnose the play and try and get to the point of attack. But when you're dealing with a fullback, it's hard to knock him backwards.
Davis Price on 1st and 10. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Check white. Double up. He's coming, double up. Shift.
2nd down, and again it's Davis Price. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Alec Ingold, a 5-yard touchdown run, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Boy, CD, what a start for them. Still in the first quarter, they're absolutely blitzing them. All the points that they put up, I'm not sure what you say on the other sideline right now.
I think it's as simple as this, partner. The way that they're playing, there's no limits on what this lead could become.
So this not what we expected. 28-0 here in the first as another kickoff is away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Been a nightmare of a first quarter for him. 2 interceptions, 1 return for a touchdown. As he starts again here, 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Well, these guys certainly need something good to go their way because this first quarter has been something of a disaster for them trying to move the ball. But that completion there maybe can get them focused and moving in the right direction.
And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown. Charles, it is pretty rare that we see a team build this kind of lead in the opening quarter. And, man, they seem to be clicking on all 3 phases right there. The defense doing its part with a pick 6.
And it's absolutely been the definition of a start that you would pick for yourself and for your team, right? And I have a feeling that they just want to stay in this zone. What's truly incredible about this start is they can add on a couple more scores. This one could legitimately be over in the second quarter.
So plenty of fireworks here early. 35-0 now as the kick is away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. And out now come the Seahawks. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. Sticking with Walker on second down. And some space here. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. That one 28 yards on the ground.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
On first down, it's Herbert. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Here's Herbert. That is taken in by the tight end Fant. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 15-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
I tell you what, it looks like he's shaking off that pick six just fine. It's not just defensive backs that have to have short memories. Quarterbacks utilize that as well. A much more confident throw right there.
Herbert takes it and just pops it forward. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Herbert setting up the screen here. This is Walker. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Herbert throwing again. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss.
That's 3 sacks now, and that's not much of a surprise to me, nor should it be to you. This team, they lead the league in sacks.
Yeah, they do. This is something that we are starting to witness time and time again. Myers' kick is good, and they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
And a couple yards deep, he'll go to a knee. He won't return it, and they'll take it out to the 25. So now the Dolphins set to take over on offense. They've got the lead right now, and remember, they are riding that very impressive 7-game winning streak, trying to push it to 8.
Come on, QB, come on. Check 99.
2 now on first down. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. It's a big play there for Miami. And even 50 yards.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
Hey, check, Mike 21,
2 now on first down. That's going to be caught by Waddle. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 18 yards that time to push him up 1st and goal.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago. Followed it up with another nice one here. And before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
This offense continues to be a hot knife through butter. 3 drives, 3 scores, and knocking on the door again on drive number 4. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. And give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a 2nd and goal.
That's good hard running right there on 1st and goal. That gets them down to the 2 and puts a lot more pressure on that defense.
They'll try and run for it with Davis Price. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. And give him 2 yards officially, and now it'll be 3rd and goal. And they'll turn to a power game to try to get in. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Alec Ingold, his 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Dolphins are able to add on to their first half lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the route is on here in this first half. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Kenneth Walker headed back out there. Those are his numbers through roughly the first half of the season, and given that, you'd have to think he's on pace for a 1,000-yard campaign.
Steady as he goes, steady goes the offense. But you know what else is happening, too, because they are a team now recognized with the ability to run the football. You've got to be able to throw it better now, right? Better throwing lanes, better opportunities for the guys downfield, maybe more one-on-one coverage, which you should be able to beat easier. Yeah, he's establishing not just a tone, but an identity for his team.
And that's a discussion we had a couple days ago in the team meetings, talking about this running game opening up the passing game. We'll see if that continues to happen. Walker now on 1st and 10. And he's across midfield and into Miami territory. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Playing against a 3-4 front is really challenging for offensive linemen because they can do so many different things. But when you're running the football, if you can handle the nose tackle up front, and then maybe a guard can slide up to the 2nd level and block a linebacker, that's when you have success running the football.
So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And it brings up
It's automatic. I can't run in here. Why can't I run in here?
3rd and 5 now. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Herbert now. Ball had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
On 1st down, Tagovailoa. Throwing left side, it's complete. There he goes, left side. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. A great play there. 97 yards. And the Dolphins are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Boy, Charles, this offense is just so explosive. They lead the league in scoring, and another example of just how good they are right there on that play.
Yeah, we often overstate about how explosive teams are, but this team is truly a threat to score on every snap, especially on the first few plays of any series. And a big strike like that only adds to their reputation as the league's best offense.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and the route is on here in this first half. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Here come the Seahawks now, set to take over on offense.
Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert to the right side and complete to Metcalf. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Herbert off of play action. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down.
So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And, partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's the game plan that they've had so far because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
Justin Herbert looking to pass. This is the tight end Fant. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that's going to make it 4th down.
And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away.
It's a return of 5 following a punt of 42 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
He's going to air one out. And this is caught inside the 5. It's a big play there for Miami. 67 yards. Defense blitzed, but they picked it up pretty well.
Allowed their man to stand firm in the pocket and not be hurried, didn't it? That allowed him to make the nice throw downfield to help complete that play.
They'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Alec Ingold on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Dolphins are pouring it on. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And a rout is on here in this first half. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. And the Seahawks get ready to trot out on the field.
And Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
And he completes it to Hunt. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. And then he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Herbert. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Play action. It's Herbert. He hits his target, Lockett.
And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing.
Nowhere to go for Herbert, and he's going to go down. Emmanuel Ogbah able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number one. Throwing on second and long. Herbert. Under pressure, they got him again. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. On third down, here's Walker. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. He's able to chew up 8 yards on the carry there, but still fourth down upcoming. On fourth down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. This one will sail out of bounds. It'll depend on the spot here. And the side judge says that went out at the 7-yard line.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them in trap.
He's got a man, complete. And that's a touchdown, but hold on. There is a flag down on the field. We'll have to see what this is about. Brutal, so take away the long touchdown.
It's a cruel game sometimes, partner.
They've gone to their fullback quite a bit. He'll get it again. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. 4 yards on the pickup. It'll be second down.
Good solid gain on first down. About what you'd expect from the big guy carrying the ball.
45, white.
Tua, the final shot before half. Open man is Waddle, complete. And he's taken down, but able to get this up to the 20-yard line. So well, why don't we hold off on the halftime update after all? Seems like everyone's ready to go here for the second half in Week 8 in the NFL. The Seahawks trailing, but they will have possession first here as we resume action in the third quarter. And no run back here as the third quarter will commence with a touchback. Justin Herbert leading this unit out for their next possession. And he's got to be wondering what happened in that first half. 3 interceptions, very uncharacteristic.
And even the great ones go through phases like this, like what we just saw. And most of them, they have such a mental capacity to throw it out and essentially start over. I think that's where he's headed now.
He's got his opportunity to throw it out. Let's see how he does. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Back to throw here, Herbert. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. He's up to 70 yards receiving now as that last catch gets him a first down. Here's Herbert. Going right back to Fant. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. This duo locked in, 14 yards there, and a first down. Straight ahead, Walker. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
Here's a quick hitch route and the throw complete. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. being chased out left. And he'll just get rid of it.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going, trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the third quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though. Well, Brandon, anything beyond 50, you start rolling the dice a bit. And once you get up around 57, 58 yards, the chances of making it go down dramatically. And sure enough, this one winds up no good.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. A great effort there. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Dolphins just continue to roll. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The Seattle now ready to march onto the field.
Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start?
He's got a man complete. It's a big play there for Seattle. And even 40 yards. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Back to throw. Herbert.
Now wasted time going right back to DK Metcalf.
Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. 20.
How the fuck? What are you doing? This is quarters. This is fucking quarters.
3 yards for the touchdown.
And the Seahawks are able to claw one back.
Extra point up and through by Myers. So they do get one score back, but still a long way to go here in the third quarter. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock.
And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25.
Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over.
Still well in control of this ball game, despite giving up that touchdown a moment ago. Drive begins with a carry by Davis Price.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down.
I don't know what this says about me, but I love successful runs up the middle when the blocking is so well executed like that.
And it doesn't matter whether it's zone blocking, whether it's a power scheme. When you have a blocker on a defender, and then the running back can read it, find the proper hole, and just go, it's sometimes a thing of beauty.
First down, and they go right back to Davis Price.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. They'll run straight ahead with Wilson. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's going to take this all the way down to the Seahawks 7-yard line. 56 yards rushing for him now in his first 2 carries of the ball game.
So he nearly took it the distance, gets him down inside the 10 for a 1st and goal.
I'd love to be in his head right now, because is he rewarding himself for a great run, or is he kicking himself because he didn't get all the way to the goal line?
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5.
Let's go. You tighten up. Hey, check. Like 20.
Now a give right side. Callahan. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Dolphins extend their lead yet again. On the other sideline right now, it's just absolute dejection. But, Charles, let's focus on the positive. With the lead that they built here, they've done pretty much everything to perfection in this ball game.
They certainly have. Makes me think that their week of preparation was excellent. And they flowed into this game, and it carried over. And right now, I don't expect them to back off at all. They're playing so well, they just want to keep it going.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. And out now come the Seahawks. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
From the 29, Herbert. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, partner, they've certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. Now here's Michael Dixon as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. It's taken to the 26. It's a 42-yard punt, but 8 on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Dolphins offense now working their way back onto the field. Well, they got to be thrilled with how they've operated so far in this one. They've got the nice lead, and now a chance to score here on 3 straight possessions.
Yeah, and the way that they are rolling, I just don't know how they get slowed down, because they certainly are operating at peak efficiency right now. They might want to think about giving some of their backups a little bit of work, though. Let some other guys get on the field and do their thing and save some of this for the next time out.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Watch the out. Shoot. Watch the out. Hey, check 24. Watch 24.
2nd down. Here's Davis Price. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
They'll try and pick it up on the ground with Wilson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level, because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
Let's go, D.
On the run is Benjamin. He's got it to the 43 here.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Let's get that ball here. Let's get that ball right here. Hey, check Mike 21, Mike. John, 17.
Now a handoff up the middle. Callahan. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. That one a first down pickup of 8.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Now they'll hand it off to Wilson. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
The previous run good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. They'll run again with Wilson. What a great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run. A Miami 1st down on the 14-yard pickup. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. This is Benjamin. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Here we go. 4 yards to go on 2nd down from the 7. On the counter, Davis Price. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 50 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front, because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up 1st downs.
This is their fullback. And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. Alec Ingold with career touchdown number 75. And the Dolphins add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. after the touchdown. Ready to kick it away is Sanders. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25.
And Seattle now ready to march onto the field.
We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter.
Herbert setting up to throw on first down. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
7 yards there and a first down.
Had to put that ball in there with a little extra zip, but he put it right where it needed to be.
Yeah, and that little extra pace that he had on the pass, that required a little extra concentration for him, didn't it? Ball can get on you pretty quick in that manner, and he handled it well and picked up the first down.
And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4.
Herbert back to the air.
Repeated the last play, finding Walker. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
What a throw right there for the first down. He has taken some real punishment in this game, but still standing in the pocket completing that one.
He's a flat-out warrior. There's no question about that. How about him stepping up into the teeth of the rush and delivering there for that big strike and that big pickup?
Meanwhile, Herbert's throw caught here by Metcalf. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. 4 yards remain for 2nd down.
They'll look to throw again. That's caught over the middle by Fant.
And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
I know I spent a lot of time talking about how tight ends in a lot of cases now are pumped up wide receivers, but they're still big people. He used that frame right there to absorb a really big hit on him and held on to the ball.
And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Again, Herbert.
He's got Fant. He just keeps on connecting with him.
And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 21. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Now a throw here to his running back. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. Calling a gain of 3 on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Out of the gun, Herbert. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hunt. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Now here's Jason Myers. He gets set for the Seahawk field goal.
From the left hash mark, this a 43-yard attempt. Myers' kick is good. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. A give. This is Wilson. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And this is taken in at the 5. It's a big play there for Miami. 57 yards. Typically with catches like that, we talk about the height of the wide receiver, but he's one of the shorter receivers in the NFL.
And it doesn't seem to matter, does it? Put the tape measure away. How about some of these guys under 6 feet tall? Antonio Brown, T.Y. Hilton, and Super Bowl 53 MVP, Julian Edelman.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. A give to the fullback on the dive. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Now, that's the defense that they were looking for, being able to get extra bodies to the point of attack to deal with the big guy carrying the ball. You really don't want to be in a position where it's a one-on-one tackle with him.
2nd and goal from the 1. And again, they'll go right back to their fullback. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Jerome Baker. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. Xavier Howard up to make the tackle. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away. Give to Davis Price up the middle here.
56 yards on the ground for him so far.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On third down, here's Wilson. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. Move the chains, a gain of 7 on third down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Let's go, defense. Here we go. Switch. He's coming.
They run it with Benjamin. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
I really like the vision he displayed on that play because he saw there wasn't a lane to completely break off a huge gain. So he found where there was the most space and got what he could. A nice dirty run that's a positive play for the offense.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Up the middle they go. Callahan, and he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Sanders now to add the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it's finished off with a 5-yard touchdown run. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. And it's a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. One last throw here for Herbert. He's going to let it fly. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Dolphins come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. Fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was truly playing at an elite level in this contest.
Partner, this game was over a long time ago, and you noticed they did not want to slow down anything. Absolutely a dream scenario for everyone on that offense, and they took advantage of every second. Guaranteed popcorn for everyone in their film session.
So for the Dolphins, they continue to cruise as they move to 8-0 now on the campaign. And they'll get to stay put for a few days as they'll host the Buffalo Bills next week. Meanwhile, for the Seahawks, the struggles intensify as they drop to 2-6 now on the year. And they'll take this loss into the bye as they'll be back in action in Week 10. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.